Welcome on behalf of the management of the Hungarian Institute for Testing and Certification of Electrical Equipment. In the next few minutes, we would like to introduce our institute, having a history of more than 110 years, and dealing with the testing and the conformity certification of electrical equipment. MEEI is a recognized institute not only in Hungary, but inside and outside Europe. Its test results are accepted all over the world. Please watch our short presentation film. Many thanks for your attention. MEEI Limited is a competent institute which laboratory tests simulate the stresses occurring in the practical use. The operation or accidental failure of appliances found to be in compliance with the requirements constitutes no hazard to the safety of our environment. Depending on their functions and use, the electrical appliances are often exposed to the effect of water, humidity, and dust. During the test against ingress of water, we checked whether the appliance complies with the degree of protection declared by the manufacturer on the rating plate. Our laboratory is prepared to perform the test expertly and reliably in the full range of degrees of protection. For the designers of appliances, to achieve the required degree of protection against dust ingress is an important concern. The talc powder floating in the test chamber gets inside the poorly designed or carelessly assembled appliances, even through the tiniest gaps. Local overheating of switches and connecting devices can cause a number of hazards resulting from bad connection. We check by means of the endurance testing devices designed for such purposes whether the contacts will work reliably during their lifetime. In addition, we check the mechanical strength of the enclosure against blows occurring in practical use. The insulating materials used shall withstand the effects of flame and electrical arcs, shall not cause fire, and shall be self-extinguishing. Products regularly exposed to transportation and vibration shall have special construction. The critical parts of the appliance can be well explored by an electrodynamic vibrating machine. MEEI Limited is entitled to grant license for the use of ENEC mark, among others on luminaries and their components which fulfill the requirements. Indication of this mark on a product that significantly improves its competitiveness on the European markets. Besides the safety test facilities, the darkroom and the instrumentation of our laboratory for lighting ensure the test of optical and light distribution features of luminaries and light sources. MEEI Limited is the assigned Hungarian institute to test the optical and spectral features of lighting and light signaling devices of road vehicles, lamps, retro-reflecting devices, and advanced warning triangles on the basis of UN ECE regulations for indicating the E mark on the products. The actuating switch of a considerable share of consumer electronic equipment is connected to the circuit in such a way that some circuits remain live even in its turned-off position. For the safe use of such equipment, it is very important to check that no hazard of fire exists even when an accidental failure occurs. Electrical appliances produce different by-effects during their operation. Such is the noise caused by some household appliances, motor-operated tools. The noise, depending on its kind and level, is detrimental to the human organism. According to the regulation in the European Union, the noise level shall be indicated for these products. By means of an echoic chamber and the analyzing equipment, our experts can measure the power noise level of appliances. Due to their experience of many decades, they have the skills to carry out development tests as well. It is of major importance that radiated and conducted radio frequency disturbances be adequately limited and simultaneously the immunity against external disturbances be ensured. Based on the initials of English language term, these requirements are called EMC provisions. We measure the level of emitted disturbances in a standard free air measuring area using different aerials. We test the immunity of electronic appliances against disturbances in an electromagnetic field generated in a state-of-the-art computer-controlled GTEM cell. Certain appliances are especially sensitive to high-voltage electrostatic discharges. Therefore, the normal operation of such appliances is checked, in addition to the other tests to be performed, by simulation of different disturbances which may occur in the main supply. Some disturbances have to be measured in an electromagnetically screened chamber. Such measurements are made in a specially filtered artificial network by means of high-sensitivity measuring receiver. It is similarly important to measure the electromagnetic disturbance power radiated by main cables or other cables. Here, the maximum values can be searched by the use of an absorbing clamp. The instruments evaluate and display all measurements automatically. Based on the positive results of testing, our institute issues certificates of conformity which give evidence the product complies with the relevant requirements. Depending on the type of test, the certificates may cover the safety to life and property, EMC, or factory inspection. If the certification takes place within international certification schemes, i.e. CEE, CB, CCA, ENEC, HAR, then the certificates are issued in accordance with the rules of the respective scheme. Indicating the protected mark for which MEEI Limited's license has been obtained on the product increases the confidence in it and improves its competitiveness.